Oh, let's get ready to rumble! Well, my ass is full of cocaine. Had to stash the blow in the back door to get on the train. Then I'm sniffing up the kizzy cat. Scale got the fucking rainbow going down. It's the only way to get it on the train. And I take a lot of trains.
It's edgy.
I'm on the train all the time.
Welcome.
Damn, already got 4,000 viewers. I can't keep up with the fame and the fortune from this live streaming that Roman and me are doing.
I know.
Go Rays! Woo! I love hockey, man. Those guys. This is
a minor league hockey team. I think.
Minor league hockey.
Pretty sure.
All right, cool, man. From Manitoba.
I'm not totally sure, but I think it is. So what's been going on, everybody? It's nice to see everybody in the stream. Let us know what you did this weekend.
Let's see. I got all kinds of funny shit to talk about. You want to hear some of it or what?
I'd love to, actually.
Oh my God, where do I start?
We have the time.
All right, I got a story right here. It's about an Amazon truck driver. You ready?
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy shit. I'm on 84, okay? I'm heading east, all right? I'm about by, oh man, because I know this place pretty well. So I'm going to say I'm like Cascade Locks-ish.
Sure.
So I'm coming in and like doing my normal thing, which is driving 400 miles an hour. No, I'm kidding. I'm driving, I usually set the cruise control. I do cruise control. I'm old, maybe 70. I cannot catch up to this truck, right? You hearing me?
Yeah, the truck. You can't catch him.
I got a red
143 miles an hour.
I got a red. I do a lot of miles, right? So I got a hot truck, man. This guy is definitely pushing 80, right?
Like, so here's the thing,
dude. This story's gonna get really fucking weird. So
okay, all right, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
Now ask. What were you gonna ask?
No, I was just gonna I was trying to think. Like you said 80, and I realized when you said that you weren't talking about him being 80. And then I realized that I just need to get this thing set up real quick so I don't have to pay attention to it. But it's the only way I can see if anybody's commenting. Like it says it up there, but I can't. Sometimes it's not all of them. There's more on there. But I see we have a viewer. How are you, viewer? Nice to see you. Throw a little idea up on the chat if you have anything you want to talk about. We're available to talk about what you want to talk about, I think. But let's continue with Nick's story about the man going 80 that he couldn't quite catch.
Yeah, dude's definitely mocking, bro. You know? And I'm like, I know my rigs. I know trucks and shit. I know the road really well. So right away, I'm like, okay, this dude's mocking. And I'm a passive driver. I don't fuck with people. I will occasionally throw up a finger, but it's a passive finger. It's like a New York finger.
Sure.
You know,
like a high, but I don't like
it's like, fuck you, buddy, and then I'll help you change your tire.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I got your back. Fuck you.
Totally.
When the aliens come, we're on the same team.
That's exactly how I say it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this guy's a butthead. He's clearly being a butthead. He's weaving in and out of traffic. And I'm like, okay, he's not just going fast. He's an aggressive driver. Really aggressive driver. And then after a while, I'm like, okay, definitely we've reached unsafe driving.
Sure.
So I'm like.
That was cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. So I'm like, I got to pass this guy. Okay. So I attempt to pass this dude. And he like cuts in front of me, slams on his brakes. Right. Slows me and a bunch of people down. And even then I'm like, okay, whatever, buddy. I slow down with him, but it's still kind of pissing me off.
Sure.
He goes like 40. This guy goes from 80 to 40.
Okay.
This is at the way station.
Nice.
Do you know where the way station is? At Cascade Locks. So I'm thinking he's thinking he needs to go to the way station.
Okay.
This is where it gets really weird. So I'm mad at this point. because he's already a reckless driver. Now he's fucking pissing me off.
Right.
I'm just a regular dude, local. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
So I go to rage past him and I drop him the bird. Mm-hmm. But I flip him off like I do truckers, which is I just put it up in my window. I don't even look. I know because I have family that were truckers, and I know truckers always look down.
Yeah.
So he just looks down, probably. Well, obviously he did. He looked down and saw my finger. He didn't like that.
Really?
So he speeds up and he starts to race me. And right away I'm like, I don't got time for this. You know what? What's this guy going to do? Pull out a fucking gun and shoot me? Because that's how I look at the road. I'm like, clearly this guy's pissed off. Right. I don't want to be part of this.
Sure.
So I actually hit my brakes.
Okay.
At the exact same time I hit my brakes, he throws a full cup of coffee out of his fucking cab at my car.
Wow.
But he missed because I just slammed on my brakes.
Awesome.
It's better. So to him, he's probably like, how the fuck did he know I was going to throw a cup of coffee at him?
Yeah.
Right there, I'm like, I'm not playing this game. I got behind him, dropped my speed way down, and just let everybody deal with him up there.
Sure.
I'm like, I'm not going to do this. And I stayed behind the truck for quite a while.
Sure.
At one point in time, I'm like, fuck, because he's speeding up, slowing down. He's going like 80, 85. This is where it gets really funny. I'm like, all right, I got to pass this guy again. I go to pass him. And right when I go to pass, I look down. I'm like, I'm doing 80. I'm like, I don't want to do 80. I hit the brakes. I drop back and he flies right past his stator. Yeah. I get over and I pull over at the Mitchell Point exit. Okay. And the cop pulls that truck over right at the Mitchell Point exit. And I cruised up, rolled my window down and talked to the cop. This guy sees all this though. I throws a cup of coffee at him. He sees me get passive, get behind him, follow him for a while. And then the second I go to pass him to like almost bait him into speeding, we go past a cop. And 2 minutes later, I'm talking to the cop. Do you see what I mean? Like
now you're a cop.
That's what I'm saying. Like what it looked like to this psycho.
Oh yeah.
Was that I just set him up. That's how I straight up did this. And this is the end of the story.
Yeah.
I told the cop, I'm like, this guy's really aggressive. Be careful. And he's like, he said, thanks, buddy. And I'm like, he threw garbage at my car. He was going almost 90, weaving in and out of cars like he was a teenager with a new sports car. And he's driving an Amazon truck.
Yeah, bummer.
When I drove by him, I did this in the window. I'm not shitting you. And I hung my head out the window and went, toodles.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I fucking took her.
Let us know in the chat what you guys would have done in the same circumstances. Put yourself in Nick's shoes. Put yourself in the trucker's shoes. What do you think?
It was liberating to see justice.
Which coping skill would have you used if you were the trucker?
My recommendation as a professional driver who has a perfect driving record for 22 years and I've lived on the road is be passive. I drive, bro. Take it easy, man. It's all good. And I don't get mad. I drive my car.
Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy.
I drive like I'm fucking Han Solo with the aluminum Falcon or whatever. I take it seriously. Like this is serious shit. I don't want to die a preventable death in a car. You know what I mean? I'd rather die from a preventable death like liver disease from drinking. I
agree. If you're going to die young, you should have smoked the whole time. I quit years ago. Boom. That was to have a longer life. So I'm not in it for trucker life. I really don't want to hear a trucker tell my girlfriend like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart.
You mean from fucking like killing someone on the road?
Killing me, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that.
Well, I know driving behavior too really well from being on the road. I can tell a lot from just a glance.
Just chill out, people.
Seriously, dude. Seriously, just chill the fuck out.
People need to slow down.
Slow down.
It ain't worth it.
That's funny. We talk about how slow everybody drives around here.
No, but hold on. I'm talking about 20 on a 40. You took a road. It's wide open. There's nothing around.
No, that's a little different. Yeah.
D highway. You don't have to go slow. The whole D highway. It's not that bad.
It's called read the room. Yeah,
it's not. I'm talking about people who are driving like in a way that will eventually die from it. And it's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they eventually will wreck.
Yeah.
And then like somehow they seem to say things like, you know, well, there's accidents. It's like,
nope. There's not, dude. Because you can see weird shit coming a mile away.
I think
remember when I told you there was a manufactured home in the fast lane? I saw that manufactured home in the fast lane and I got out of the way. Coming around a corner, If I'd have had my eyes off the road for even a fucking second, I would have come around the corner and not seen it. When I got over, the car behind me must have not had their eyes on the road because they drove right fucking through it.
Right.
So both of us, was that an accident?
I mean,
is that what they would? You know what I mean? Because that's what that guy would
doing?
say. Be like, oh, it's an accident. Accidents happen. Why didn't it happen to me?
What are you supposed to be doing when you're in a car driving? If it's not to read the road and to fucking maneuver the car correctly so that you can be safe and get to the place you're trying to go.
Yeah, and to do it
well. What other
well,
reason
to do
is
it well, to and enjoy doing it.
When I was about 12, I asked somebody, I don't remember who, but I thought of this thing because I used to think of things, and I thought of this thing like, and I'm sure a lot of people have thought this. And I said I asked somebody, I remember who, my dad, my mom, somebody. I said, why do cars even go faster than the speed limit?
I remember asking that question.
Why do they even make them that go fast? And like, you know, it's kind of like I asked the same question. I'm like, when they have so many people die on like prom night, homecoming night, like why do they have that? You know, like those are just like similar questions to me where there's a certain cultural aspect where people just kind of act like they can't. No one's answered any, even remotely an answer of any kind since I was 12.
Right. Nothing really nothing that's just credible.
And I'm
right?
like, that's really fucked up. Yeah, there's really fucked up shit that happens.
I mean, there's
and nobody seems to.
I was just saying, like, read the room. There are some places where you can drive 100 miles an hour safely.
Oh, I don't mean that you can't.
Right.
I'm saying you can't die in a car at like 40. You can. It's almost impossible.
What do you mean?
Like when you're driving 40.
Oh, at 40 miles an hour. I thought you meant
with
age.
Airbags.
I thought you meant age.
No, twisteroo. The old twisteroo.
Damn.
But no, but I'm saying when you're driving at a certain like 55 or whatever, 65, like your chances of dying at that speed compared to like 75, 85, like when you go up, you go die.
Right. Gotcha.
And so that's why.
No, you're right.
There's
40
some
is the speed. That's what we always
say.
Safety of 35, 40.
I don't think it's the safety of the vehicle, which is kind of the misconception. I think it's the safety of the ability to brake.
And to know the road.
Die.
And to know the road.
But not die. You can
and
never
to not die.
You can never go too fast that if you wreck, you could die.
You got to know the room, right?
Like your airbags should be able to work. Like you can't crumple your car so much that the airbags didn't matter. That only happens at a certain speed.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like there's a reasonable speed and your car will go way more than that.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. It's not, I don't even care if it goes 80, let's say.
Right.
Okay. Let's say I definitely have to go to 80 to get around. Like you said, you try to pass somebody that's going 35 and a 55. And then when you start to pass them, they just bolt and try to race you.
I hate it.
And so then you're like, well, what do I got to do? You're like, you're tweening me. You know what I mean? Like, so I just, my car is just nothing. You just go, whoop, whoop.
Right.
So I know if you got a decent car, probably just goes, whoop, to 80. Like, it's not a big deal.
Sure.
But if some lady came out to check her mail and I was going 80, it'd be like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, so there's no way. But if you're going 55, I think probably you got a pretty good chance of stopping.
Right.
I've done it.
No, that's why that's where I figured you were going with that, man. Like, so there's this road I work. Okay, check this out. 2 examples. There's like this road I work on, and it's 55 miles an hour, and it's got houses like 30 feet from the road.
Right.
55. People go like 65 down that road. I've been working on that road for 20 years now.
Right.
I've never driven 55 on it. I pull over for the locals.
It just doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel right. And for me, it's not just. It's like you just said. So what's the danger? The danger is something's going to jump out in front of my car and I won't be able to fucking stop.
Yeah.
A ball is going to roll out into the road and a kid's going to go after it. Or a fucking deer, a dog, a fucking dude backing out of his driveway. Like, that's what I see when I look down a fucking road like that. Someone else is thinking, oh, I could drive that fast on it. This car will do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just
what? That's not the fucking point, dude.
Yeah, it's a weird argument.
It's a weird rationalization.
Yeah.
So that's one road. And then there's like another road I drive on where there's not a house, there's not a mailbox, there's not a fence.
Right.
There's nothing. Like, I will open it up. I will go 120 miles an hour. If there's a deer coming, you're going to see it from like a mile away.
Right,
you know, those kind of places. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you have a car that can go a $120.
No, I
Because
agree.
why the fuck not? If you can go that fast safely.
No, I agree. And I think that I like to go fast in a car. I enjoy it. There's a lot of things I think I enjoy that I also at the same time see the wrong kind of people enjoying it that don't have the ability to really handle it. And that's kind of the problem. So
Right.
in my mind, I kind of have to give up what I think is kind of fun because other people just can't handle it. You know?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
So there's, you know, and then
you're saying that's why you don't drive fast.
Well, and there's hypocrisy to the whole thing. Like we drove to the coast, you know, and I was driving along and everybody was doing like, I don't know. There was a section where everybody was doing 80. You know,
which
the
road?
whole,
I know all of them.
I don't know, 26.
You're on
Probably out
26.
of the pass, you know. It's just like
So
everybody was doing
you
80.
went to Lincoln City. Did you take 8?
I don't remember.
Okay. Fair enough.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I don't even know it was before that. Point being is though, it didn't matter. It's a stretch of road basically where everybody was going like so much higher than the speed limit. But it was, oh no, you know what it was? I just remembered. It was actually coming down into Sandy. Like, you know, like around the mountain.
The mountain?
Because we went around the mountain, like past government camp.
Oh, because you live in Parkdale.
Yeah. And so I was going that way. That's
So
right. That's what it was. I remember.
You were just on the beginning of 26.
I was past. But I was
26. Powell.
I was past. I was past government. I was heading down the hill.
Anyways, I hear you. Yeah, there's 4 lanes out there. Just
people were going
fucking flying.
Dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Why would you want to fucking die that
way?
So
here's the first thing.
That's a horrible way to go. So it's easily preventable.
Here's the first thing. I felt no danger. It wasn't dangerous. That wasn't actually the point. The point was I was driving and it was like 40 fucking 5 and people were going like 70. And I was like, is your car fucked up? I was driving my girlfriend's car. Like, is something wrong with your speedometer? Like, this is insane. Like, how could people drive almost nearly double the fucking speed limit of what it says, like over and over, like next to the road, like posted the most I've ever seen something. And like, it's like a trap, dude. I started tripping out on it. Like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to go 80 fucking 5 with everybody else in this 45?
No,
like,
no, you're
crazy.
not. No,
like,
you're not. You don't. And that's what I don't. You know what? That's so.
Dude, everybody passed me.
I just told you
and
that.
I was just driving the fucking speed limit.
Right. I just told you that story about the Amazon truck. Watching somebody that freaking reckless actually get pulled over. And by the way, I want to tell you that state cop, I went like this, like, roll your window down. I need to talk to you. And he rolled it down and just looked at me with those dead eyes with the sunglasses. And he said, I'm kind of fucking busy. But my point is, dude, he was mad. He saw what I saw and what everybody saw. But anyway, I've now seen that. Because, bro, all the time I spent on the road, I never see justice.
Right.
So I've seen it 3 times now in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's becoming more obvious, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel for cops. But I saw a red pickup that I was on 205, and I looked at my rear view. I said this before in this podcast. I looked in the rear view, and it's right about after I'm gonna say Sunnyside exit, and it's going up that hill. And I look in the rear view, and I just see a dude mocking, bro. And he's way back there, but I can, I told you, like I said, I could profile every driver. I'm like, oh god, we got a live one. He had Texas plates and he was going 90 on 205. He was pulled over by 2 cops by the time I got up to Johnson Creek. Like, bro, why? Like, why? You're like, read the room, dude. That's what I mean when you see there's all these dudes flying past you and you're like, should I be doing that? Like, no, dude, you should not be doing that. Like, you'll see those guys later either pulled over in a ditch or they hit a deer, hit a kid, rear-ended somebody. Those are the guys who have high insurance rates. Those are the guys you stay the fuck away from.
Plus
let them go fuck off somewhere else away from you.
The government camp drive, dude. There's like fucking gravel all over the roads and giant fucking big chunks of pavement missing and fucking darting around them. And I mean, come on, people, what are you doing? Like, you got to be fucking bored. Seriously, you got to be bored to make your life about risking your life driving on the fucking road. Like, that's some loser shit. Go home and fuck your girlfriend or something. Like, get a life. That's just ridiculous. Go do something.
It sucks, dude. It sucks.
You should be home doing drugs or something, man. Like something else. Anything else.
Why are people so pissed off all the time?
I don't know, man. Why is that almost legal to drive like a psychopath? But even like the silliest things, like let's think of what's the silliest thing that's still illegal? Acid, psychedelics. Yeah. I got addicted to psychedelics and I had to go to treatment. Oh yeah, bro.
I spent 5 years in recovery, man. I was addicted to shrooms, bro. I was putting them in my butt. I was doing fucking mushroom enemas. Oh God, smoking them, eating them.
I don't get it, man. You know who
lost my job.
You know who wants acid to be illegal? People who've never had acid. Isn't that the weirdest thing you ever heard of? You know, when somebody tells me they think acid should be illegal and they've tried it, I always think they're lying. They didn't really try it.
The first time I took acid, I'm trying to remember it. I feel like I should remember it really well, but I don't.
Nah.
No, I'll tell a story. I'll sing a song.
Okay, do it. I want to find an instrument on my phone.
Oh, perfect. That fucking thing you had before was sick.
Wasn't that weird?
Yeah, that app was cool. I love those chords right there. I was going to do a song about the first time I took acid, but I can't remember it. I can't remember the first time I fried. Ooh, I remember now. Oh, yes. Purple Screaming Face.
I'm going to get my iPad. Hang on.
Purple Screaming Face. E minor. Fuck that. Get away from E minor. Go something better. Let me go to drop D. Ooh, damn. Is that your nug bone, bro?
Nah, man. That's my hat.
All right, here we go. Well, I was walking down to Barnum's house. This is a true story, by the way. I'll set up the... I was living in Lake Oswego at the time, and I decided to walk down to my friend's house to bum a cigarette. And I had just started smoking cigarettes at this time. And I was about 14 years old, 13 maybe. I was 14. And this is the story about the first time I took LSD 25.
What key are we in?
Oh, D.
All right.
Walking down to Barnum's house, gonna bum a smoke, but then I saw him walking down the street. Barnum said that he was gonna go and buy some acid. I said, well, he said, I'm just gonna take a bus downtown. We went to Pioneer Square and just started tapping people on the shoulder. That's how you bought LSD back in the 90s. And we saw this dude with a hooded sweatshirt and a really weird backpack. And he sold us some acid. Then we took a bus back home. I was frying balls by the time I got back to Lake Oswego. And then his mom said he was grounded. And she told me I was a bad influence on him. I'm serious. He's the one who took me downtown and bought acid and gave me acid. So then I went home and I listened to the album Live Undead by Slayer. trying to figure out how to play. There it is. Grabbing your ball sack, gonna electrocute your balls, man. And you're gonna pay me to do it, yeah. Those are kind of cool chords. I don't know. What do you think, Roman?
Yeah, I like it. This thing, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
And you need a percussion instrument on there, is what you need.
Let me try that. I don't know, man.
Oh, man. Well, all right. While you're doing that, I'll talk to our listeners here about something else. Now, I know that our listeners come to this stream to listen to the West Goats speak their all-knowing wisdom about all things in the universe. We know everything, and that's why you're here. And that's why I'm going to fill your head with valuable information. I know, contrary to what you might think, know, or have been told, we're not just a blowing homeless guy stream. We also have some really deep... Woo! Damn! All right, so check this out. This is what I was thinking. Roman, thoughts.
Okay, I got you.
Roman, thoughts.
I'm hearing you.
The IRS, a redundant system and agency. How say you?
I think it's kind of funky over there.
What?
Redundant. IRS. Let's see. Like, you mean there should be just like some kind of website, you just pay your shit?
Sure. Or, all right, let me just make it short. What's going on right now? Okay, yeah, you make it easier for people to vote. More people vote, right? Right. You make it easier for people to get vaccinated. More people get vaccinated.
Sure, of course.
Make it easier for people to pay taxes and... Anybody?
Well, the thing is, I don't know that they... I mean, is there any better way of saying, tongue-in-cheek, saying they like to fuck people? More than saying, let's not work on any kind of clarity.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if there's no reason to have clarity, then there must be this margin where you kind of get to fuck people. Otherwise, what's wrong with just the exact number?
Okay, well, check me out. Fuck, you're right. There's another part to it, though, you're forgetting. And I forget this, too. This is a taxpayer-funded agency. Okay?
Right.
This is an agency of the state. So the reason this is on my mind is because I recently owe the IRS some fucking money.
Aw, bitches.
Yeah. But I'm like, whatever. I'll fucking pay it. I don't fucking care. Right? Okay. So I go to pay the IRS, right? I'm like, no big deal. But it's really fucking complicated to pay the fucking IRS. And the amount of administrative shit that they send me, I'm like, how much are you paying this motherfucker who's packaging all this shit and printing all this crap out? Right. Then it starts to hit me. Like, we all know they only go after the poor.
Right.
The other thing about it, though, that I just hadn't really considered until I started getting involved with them and trying to do business with them.
Fake business.
Is I'm like, these guys must spend like $40,000 to collect $500. Seriously, like the amount of work and administrative shit they're doing to just collect on tiny amounts of money. Why don't they just make it easier for people to pay taxes instead? Then they wouldn't have to waste all their fucking time like sending people a book of paperwork and bullshit. Like, dude,
remember what?
Like, why can't we just settle it?
Remember what Tim Dillon always says: never get between a person who does nothing and the job that they're doing.
Holy shit, that's so fucking accurate. People. That is so fucking accurate.
People want to guard that when they do nothing and they get paid a lot. They want to guard that with their fucking life. Don't make up any lie.
No, they fucking do. Well, that's the thing. That's the fucking IRS. That's the fucking IRS in a nutshell. It's a redundant system. It's a redundant agency. It could be way more effective. They could simplify their system. They could make it easier to pay. And they could also fire a bunch of fucking dumb, fucking redundant positions that they don't need anymore.
You think they
Which is the people who are literally printing this shit and sending it to me. Like, I get shit from them every day. Like, what a waste of money and time. Like, we've already settled our shit. All right.
I
Anyway.
agree, dude.
All right. This song's dedicated to me, and because I'm proud of myself, because I put my shoes on all by myself today. Usually I have my maid do that. Oh, wait, here we got a viewer asking a question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Douchebot 10,000 says, "You guys suck."
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Oysters.
Well, he's right.
That's true.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't... that is so fucked up. Oh, man.
Sorry.
I guess there's just not a lot to talk about.
Well, since nobody's fucking saying a word, it's Friday night. What are you doing? What are you doing in the world? What are you doing with Bob?
Let me think. I do this. Bitch, you're gonna motherfucking die. Bitch, I'm gonna gouge out your eyes. Bitch, I said that you're gonna die. Gonna take an ice pick, I'm gonna shove it in your eye. And then I'm gonna take your eyeball. The bitch is gonna deep fry. And then I'm gonna chew on your eyeball. Then I'm gonna chop off your dick. I saw some movie last night, and it was not that great. It was about two guys that were zombies, and a dude's dick fell off.
That was the plot.
No, it was just part of it. It just happened. He was taking a leak, and his dick fell off.
So they were both zombies, and they were just chilling.
They were aware. Yeah, it was a really weird movie.
That sounds familiar. I think I slept through a movie like that, but I kind of remember it through my sleeping.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
You ever done that? Slept through a movie, and when you watch it, actually, you start to remember parts of it that you might have heard when you were sleeping.
Oh yeah, sure.
Or either that or the plot's so simple that you can figure the movie out without ever knowing it. Like
I remember that with Eruption, John Holmes. You ever seen that?
I don't think so. It's like you know what it reminds me of though? It's like a country song that you like literally can play. Like you know the song the first time that you hear like the first line, you're like, I can play that, and then like you can play it just as good as the guy can. Like you can like predict the words they're gonna sing, like the second line of the ditty. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, I bet he's gonna rhyme that word with home.
Yeah. So it's like, wait. Put my dog in the third, gonna eat a bowl of country stew. Sleeping with my cousin's daughter's brother's roommate too. Listening to country songs with super easy lyrics that I can understand because my super simple brain can't process big words or hidden meanings. I don't like riddles. You know what, dude? I used to make fun of people all the fucking time.
Yeah,
and as I'm getting older, I'm starting to be less judgy.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is, did you know I was making a country album right now?
No, but
I am.
That's awesome. Yeah, like
I'm in the
music.
process of it.
So I drove past a guy.
I hate it.
I drove past a guy on the way down here, and he fucking had a fedora on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, look at that mother. Whoa.
Why do I care?
Why the fuck do I care?
Right.
And then I'm like, you know what? That guy's fucking awesome. And then I remembered shaming this guy I used to work with for wearing a fedora in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he wore it in a kitchen.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
No, but even
Kidding.
no, he's a great dude.
No, I'm joking.
But still, I made fun of him all the time. One day he didn't show up with it on. I asked the guy, I'm like, hey man, why isn't homeboy wearing his fedora? And he's like, dude, you shamed him and now he won't wear it.
Oh, bro, and then you feel like shit.
I do now, after driving down here, because I thought about that guy. I'm like, I need to text him.
You should.
Because I'm serious. I'm like, why do I see the world that fucking way? Like, why am I so fucking judgy?
Hey, all you viewers out there, let's do something right now. Okay, together. Let's call somebody and apologize.
Do it together.
Let's call someone and apologize. Do you guys want to do it? You guys want to do it together? I'm going to get on the phone here. Apologize.
No, I don't want to get on the phone.
I'm going to get on the phone right now.
I don't want to get on the phone with this guy. He's a coworker of mine I worked with. He's a good dude. And that was, there was actually two guys wearing fedoras in the kitchen at the time, and I ripped on both of them for doing it. And again, why the fuck do I care what the guy fucking wears? Why would I rip on somebody for the hat they chose to wear? Where does that shit come from? Am I just a dick?
Well, maybe a little, but
well, I need to change that.
you should.
You're calling me?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Calling
I was
me?
gonna apologize.
Yeah, dude. Roman's apologizing, dude.
I was gonna apologize.
What are you apologizing for?
I don't know. I haven't thought of it yet.
Oh, good.
Hey, Nick, what's going on? Oh shit!
Whoa, that's what it sounds
I'll just leave a message.
That's what it sounds like?
Hang on, let me just leave a message here.
I haven't changed that thing in like 10 years.
Hey, Nick, it's Roman. What's up, dude? I just want to leave a message, man. I'm sorry, dude. Man, I've been really in a bad mood lately, man. And like, actually, I don't think I've taken a shit for like 4 or 5 months. So my guts are filling up. I'm gonna die soon. So help me out.
I've actually
Just
got
kidding.
solutions for that last part.
Just kidding, dude.
Mhm.
Disregard this message.
This is the best stream we've done so far because we're not talking about politics. So sick of politics, man. I guess we did bring up Hosehead from Twitter for a minute, didn't we?
Yeah, but there's something about the fact of like when we talk about stuff we don't really want to talk about, other people like it.
Oh,
Isn't it weird?
okay. Well,
I mean, I don't like. The thing is I think we should talk about like road debris and which pizza's the best in town and what businesses we don't like and which ones we do.
oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm back on that train with you, man.
Because I really I like to do reviews. Like I don't like Yelp. I don't like any of that shit. I want to do like live reviews of real shit and like look people right in the eye and say, hey man, you don't pay the person running your joint enough money because they suck.
All right, I like it. I could tell you, I got a story. I got a review.
Okay.
So I'm a fan of Five Guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a different location the other day.
Okay. Which one?
The one I can't give it away because I don't like to give away where I work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like top secret, bro.
Okay, I'm down with that.
But I'll tell you, like I hit up the same location all the time, which is the West Lynn location. So I went to another one and it was not that good.
Weird.
Yeah, and the like just and I know why because I'm a cook. Like the way it was put together wasn't that great. It was kind of like a rookie looking burger, and the bun was not toasted, and it was something weird about it.
Huh.
So Aaron from Solstice, he told me he hit up a Five Guys and he didn't like it. I'm like, you're crazy.
Huh.
Now I know he's not crazy.
Because he had like was it average or was it actually below average?
The burger I got, it just didn't hit like the Five Guys that I've been hitting up.
So it was average, not great.
Yeah. It wasn't like the ones I've been getting. That's for damn sure. The ones I get, like, I laugh when I take a bite because they're so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, I went to In-N-Out.
Oh yeah.
And I was telling you that, like, the first bite I took of it, I thought of Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks because of the Thousand Island sauce that's on it. It is definitely very similar to the sauce from a Twin Peaks.
And
burger.
it's just the crunchy, the kind of absurd amount of lettuce and the big tomato is like a flavor that's with like maybe even the Cascade Locks burger stand.
Sure. Did you get animal style?
Yeah. So it wasn't bad. I mean, in fact, I think the thing I liked the most was probably like the edges of the bun and like the kind of the crispy edge. But there really wasn't a whole lot of that. I mean, it's kind of like maybe a certain part of a steak or something like that, where there's really not a lot to it. I mean, it's fine, I get it, but that was probably the part that stood out to me as what I would consider like extra special. But I wasn't real impressed with the fries. I got those animal style too. Wasn't super impressed with just nacho cheese on fries.
Yeah, lots. It's actually they just melt like Velveeta over the top in a little toaster.
And not a big deal at all. That I wasn't like under or over. I wouldn't get that
right
again.
I don't get animal fries. I get the regular fries, and I like the regular fries.
Yeah.
Some people like them, some people don't.
But again, for the hype, it was a little bit of like it wasn't a new flavor, which was kind of a bummer. I kind of was hoping that there would have been something that I hadn't really tasted before, as opposed to just what I think of as like kind of a fair burger. Mm-hmm. And I think the degradation of like shitty Carl's Jr. and that kind of shit garbage burgers, Burger King, it really made what we get in a small town and like a small town joint that has some dignity, a burger that tastes pretty fucking good. We've just kind of always had that. And so when In-N-Out hit, I think it just hit places that just hadn't had that for 20 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some
and
truth
so,
to that.
I'm spoiled.
There is some truth to that. There's also some other parts you're missing. One of them is this. The first one is that location is not, it's unique. It's the first Oregon location.
Sure.
It still doesn't really hit like an In-N-Out burger hits.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, because I'm a cook and I know how those burgers are made, that restaurant is what sparked my interest in wanting to even be a professional cook. Mm-hmm. And it was because my buddy and me got one without beef and it was still good. That was what got me wondering. So anyway, they mustard grill a patty. If they don't mustard grill it properly and there's not enough fucking grilled onions on it, it doesn't really hit like a double animal style. That fucking In-N-Out you went to, I've gone there with the onions, like they're not even considered grilled. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Let alone caramelized.
Sure.
It's like, what the fuck is this? Like these guys, they don't know what the fuck they're doing in that Oregon location.
Sure.
So I think that's pretty much it. If you went to,
and that's what I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily eat anywhere one time, especially when a place that has a really great reputation.
Right.
And a lot of hype. There's got to be a lot of truth to it.
Well, the hype about it is that
pretty early.
It's supposed to be In-N-Out.
I was there pretty early, like in the open, 11 o'clock. We were there pretty fucking early. We weren't, and the line wasn't too bad. Don't think there was much pressure there or anything like that. And again, it wasn't horrible at all. It was good. I ate the whole burger.
Oh, totally.
It was great.
Oh, yeah.
But I just mean it wasn't different.
Right.
Like when I ate Chipotle, it was not different. Like we got taco stands around here with delicious food.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it looks a hell of a lot better than Taco Bell. It's more expensive too.
Right.
Who cares? You know, I mean, we all know how to play that game.
Right. The beef is always beef. We could talk beef all day.
Right. And that's kind of a side note in the sense of like flavor. Because again, if you make an Impossible Burger, which isn't a shred of beef in it, and it tastes delicious, then it just tastes delicious. I'm not going to eat it all the time because I want to eat beef. So there's definitely an argument to say that In-N-Out Burger might be more healthy as like a protein source or something like that.
Well, they have their own butchers, and they have. I've gotten In-N-Out like when I used to eat there in California, which is where it's from. You can get In-N-Out burgers down there where they're rare.
Oh, interesting.
You know, because they cook at the fucking order. But flavor wise though, like what's going on? Like if you go to like Five Guys, for example, I was trying to say like beef aside, because beef is like another conversation.
Sure.
But like what's going on? Like what makes this burger this burger?
Right.
So like with Five Guys, it's like I look at it like it's like the best backyard barbecue burger you've ever had.
Sure. It's got that smoky barbecue flavor.
Not smoky, but it's got mustard on it.
Oh, okay.
So the mustard and ketchup kind of just gives it that edge. Whereas if you get that's why when you get an animal style burger, it's got that Thousand Island flavor, like you said, Twin Peaks style. Mm-hmm. But it also has that mustard flavor in the beef. Mm-hmm. So when you eat the beef, the flavor of mustard comes out.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
sure.
the Thousand Island kind of coats the vegetables. So
sure.
when you crisp through the vegetables, you don't get the mustard.
So they're taking mustard and putting some into the beef.
They squirt it on the griddle and fucking just grill the beef in mustard on the grill. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's fucking genius and it's really good.
Sure. And no, again, I wasn't disappointed, but like,
what'd your girl get?
Oh, she didn't get any food there.
She didn't even get a burger without beef.
No, she didn't try anything.
I
didn't even know if we noticed that. Nah, nothing.
Dang, she wouldn't eat In-N-Out.
Nah, she wouldn't do that shit.
Oh my god.
I think she took a bite though. But she didn't want to eat. She didn't want to do it. She went to some other restaurant. We just went to a different place.
Oh, right. They're right there in that little area. Like there's a Taco Del Mar there. Is that where you get? Is that where she went?
No, she went to Panda. We went to Panda.
Panda? Fuck yeah. What? Do what? You get fried chicken, but you won't eat fucking.
Yeah. I mean, no, she likes, I don't know what she gets. She gets orange chicken. She'll eat that. But yeah, she didn't like a bird. I don't know, man. Like she tries stuff. I make pork chop. She ate that. I just make it right.
It's rad.
You got to make the shit right. You can't be fucking with people that don't want to eat meat and make it all fucked up. No shit, they don't want to eat it. We be eating Subway meat. It's like, what the fuck is this? How could that be turkey? It's like slimy. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I would just eat anything pretty much. I don't really give a fuck. Like if shit, you know what I think tastes good? Food I haven't eaten. Food I eat when I haven't eaten for a while. What kind of food is that? Any food if I haven't eaten for a while. If I just ate, then almost nothing tastes very good anymore because I just ate.
Right.
So, I mean, the last time you ate has got more to do with whether or not something tastes good than just about anything. So I think picky people just eat too much. You know what I mean? Because then they're not even hungry. So they eat some shit and they go, I don't like this. I'm like, well, because you're not hungry enough.
Well, wait a minute. But there's some things that are good no matter how much you've had.
I think I walked one time. We hiked to PCT and we got to that spot up in the mountains at like Dairy Queen. And we walked the fuck out like after a few days and you haven't had any food that was warm. Mm-hmm. And I ate that burger, dude. And I've never forgot. I looked at it. It was a shitty Dairy Queen cheeseburger. And they're pretty shitty.
Oh, yeah. They're awful.
And I took a bite of that and I looked at it and it was the most fucking delicious food I'd ever eaten. Yeah. Like in my mind at that moment. Yep. It was so good. It was fucking mouthwatering. Yes. And like for some reason, I will eat at Dairy Queen every once in a while to try to think like, do I remember that? And I eat it. It's pretty fucking average, below average cheeseburger for like $7.
Yeah, yeah.
And so to me, they got shitty fries. They got everything shitty but ice cream.
And if you're hungry, it tastes good.
They got some delicious
you just made a great
Blizzard,
point. So you made a great point, and this is awesome because it's still on this story. In-N-Out Burger. Mm-hmm. My buddy and me ate there so much he got the gout. Do you remember me telling you that? He actually got the gout because he was eating like 4x4s and shit. We were eating there like 3 times a fucking day. So he's like, I can't eat any meat. And I'm like, dude, I'll go with you. I won't eat any meat. So I went 7 days, just 7 days. That's the longest I've ever gone in my life without eating meat. It was a nightmare. It's so hard to find shit without any animal products.
I definitely ate no meat for like a year.
A year. God damn. Yeah, I went 7 days, but keep it in line with your Dairy Queen story.
I did everything, but it's not better.
Right. We went camping, and we were up like at this lake around Mount Hood, and we were fishing. And my buddy caught a fish. He couldn't get the fucking hook out of the thing, and he killed it. I was like, you fucking douche. He's like, we have to eat it. But we hadn't had meat for a week, and I'm like, well, we can eat this thing. It was so good.
Yeah, your body.
I was wiping the fat off the tin foil and licking it from this little tiny fish. And this guy walks by. He's like, "Oh, you guys eating a fish from the lake?" We're like, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, they taste like mud, don't they?" Or he said something like that. He's like, "Taste like mud, don't they?" And I just looked down like, this is the best fucking thing I've ever had in my life. So you're right. You're right. I was so starved.
Oh yeah. No, dude, I ate like perfect. I didn't drink or smoke dope or fucking do nothing. I ran like, so I'd go for a run.
Are you talking about on that trail?
No, like for like a year.
Oh, a year.
One time. Okay. Just like straight up, like, what is life like? And it was, so my conclusion and my thesis for this year was that I came back to like the real world. And I remember the number one and only thing that I really found different is that is really boring. Good or bad.
No, it is.
But it's really boring. Like I shit exactly the same time and the same shit every single day. And not that I like to have ups and downs for any reason, but it was impressive, like how mechanical a human can become and how boring. Like I literally would come home, I would run, I would come home, I'd sit down and I'd just be like, and then I'd go for a run again. Like it's just weird, man. Like there's a weird robotic vibe to it that I didn't think about other people. I didn't think about what I cared about, or I just didn't have any feelings.
Yeah. No, it's really crazy the way you're describing this right now. And this is some candid shit for a stream. What you're describing right there resonates, or I guess I want to say it hits home with me, because that you just described exactly how I've been feeling. So I haven't drank now for almost a month.
Right.
And I'm feeling that way, that I like alcohol. Right. I like getting drunk.
Like, how can I figure out a way to like not feel shitty about this, but still have fun with it? Like, how isn't there some, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the idea that I think there's a process to the whole idea of understanding yourself or understanding some form of substance or whatever it is that you want to do. And I'm not saying like I don't mind being in that kind of shape to be able to just go running infinitely.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool. Don't get me wrong, but nobody else wanted to be around me. I mean, like nobody else wanted to hang out. Just completely alone. Like it's, I mean, nobody else is doing what you're doing. You go out to eat, you don't drink, you don't, like, even now, like I don't drink beers with everybody, and like it's just odd. Everybody asks you why.
Right.
And like, but it's something, it's just like,
for me alone. For me particularly though, I mean, it's my jam.
Right.
It is. Like I mean, I'm a fucking alcoholic. I like alcohol. Right. And like a functional one. Like I said, like I don't,
sure, I work and
right. I go to work, I don't fucking drink and drive, but like I like my alcohol buzz. You know what I mean? Like that's my thing. Like if you're not drinking and I'm with you, I'm not one of those people. It's like, here, man, why aren't you drinking? I'll be like, I'm more like, I know you're doing something. What are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like,
you taking pills or something? Like, I know you're on something, man.
Well, I mean, I guess I figure I guess I kind of think that about people, but I don't really think about what other people do too
exactly.
much.
No, that's what I mean.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of cranky. I would probably guess I wasn't on pill. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think I'm pretty cranky. You know what I mean? I kind of like, I mean, we do a lot of projects together. I come here and I set up a computer system and a bunch of microphones and cameras and shit. It's like nerdy shit. It's not it's really not the kind of thing for people who just don't give a fuck. Like any of the stuff we do, it's not for people who don't give a fuck about stuff or sloppy. It's just not. It's not for you.
Yeah.
I don't care wherever you started in life or wherever you are, wherever I've been or whatever I'm doing, but where I am in life now, I just ain't got time for that kind of sloppiness. So if a person can handle their shit, do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But
yeah,
just, you know,
Keith Richards, man. Keith Richards, I idolize the shit out of that guy, man.
Do whatever you want, man. I don't really care. I'm not going to climb up someone's ass. I feel bad for people that go down a bad drug road or something. I don't wish them ill will. Lots of things are dangerous in this world. Driving fast.
Yeah, like
too much cocaine,
too much blocaine.
You know, lots of things. But yeah. Be careful. Love each other. Be friendly to people. You know, people have like trauma. My buddy at work said this cool thing. He said trauma is a gateway drug. If people were nicer to each other, less people would get addicted to things. You know, because a lot of times the reason why people push it really is because there's some kind of fucking emotional thing that like kind of keeps them from like just leveling out and like being real with themselves. And like that's a shitty reason to like want to get fucked up. You know, it should be for fun.
Exactly. Yeah, that's that, to me, like, yeah, or whatever it is for me.
Or you know, spiritual even.
Yeah, for me, it's I look at it like a reward.
Yeah,
like I like to get something done, and I'm like, when I'm done with this shit, I'm gonna get housed.
Most people don't. Most people like a little buzz. I don't think anybody. You know, I think people, like I said again, when the difference between getting drunk and having a shitty time and getting a buzz and the line between them, that's just, like I said, that's personal responsibility. I believe a person can create safeguards to make sure that they keep at a certain level. They might not personally like it. They might be wanting one more beer at the end of the night, but if they're on a regiment, they say, I'm not doing that. I can hold with it. Go to bed, you know, like they can go to bed. And I'm saying, I think that there are things that need boundaries. I think people shouldn't take 25 bong hits. 24. That's it. But no, really, I think
24 and a half.
I think some people shouldn't be smoking pot. It's not good for them. I think some people shouldn't be drinking. Some people should. Some people smoke cigarettes and they're 110 and you smoke cigarettes. It's the weirdest thing I ever seen in my life. That doesn't even affect them.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, they're different.
But if you're gonna try that, you're gonna lose most of the time. So what's the point? If you're not having fun, man, I don't know what you're living for. Because like, even if you're saying, well, I live to help other people, right? Because you enjoy helping other people. That's your fun. So don't try to be cocky with me about it, right? Your life's about you enjoying your life. If you want to enjoy your life by helping other people, then do that. If you want to sit in your house and fucking jack off 24/7, fucking feel free, man. Enjoy yourself.
Jacking off till smoke's coming off my way.
I mean, if you want to walk around and just tell everybody to fuck themselves, well, hey, man, I hope you get hit by a car.
Hey, lady, hope you get hit by a mail truck.
I mean, life's too short to just be telling people shit, just yelling and shit out your car window. Come on now, people.
It's called fucking high school politics. It's drama. It's like I was bitching to you earlier about fucking daytime television, like Judge Judy and shit. It's like, or like reality TV. It's like drama, man. Give me that fucking drama.
I can't believe Judge Judy gets forced to do that. You know about that story, right? Her husband, and he's under the desk there with a. And she has to do that. That's no, I'm kidding. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I saw her in 60 Minutes once. She's like a fucking straight hustler.
Oh yeah.
Straight motherfucking hustler. She's like, oh, thanks. I know I made $100 million fucking dollars last year. Oh, shucks me.
I just think that idea that people like crave that kind of high school politics and drama and shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever your jam is, fucking great. Just don't go on Facebook and talk about how stupid Facebook is. You know the way you deal with the person that you don't want to call you anymore? don't answer the phone. If you don't like Facebook, don't have it. I heard a funny joke. What was it? It was on Joe Rogan. He said he saw a picture where it was a bunch of racists at a Klan rally, and he looked in the picture and one of the guys was wearing Jordans.
Jesus.
And I just thought about like how many times could you could make an entire website of just dumb things like that, like just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could, and then it would just be really depressing to look
Like
at.
people-
It'd be the most depressing
or
fucking
like
website ever.
People at like a fuck corporations rally with Starbucks coffee mugs, you know, or
Right.
something. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what's funny? I sent you a video this morning at like 6 a.m.
yeah, that punk rock video.
Propaganda.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah,
I it's funny you just mentioned that, because I was like, I noticed all the stuff in the background, and I noticed that there was a Starbucks cup on the floor next to George's drums. What does that mean?
well, the fucking shit went off again, and then it went back on again.
Our shit did?
It just went off. Like, remember it? Like, it did that thing again.
Oh, it did, and it's just started over.
It's the internet, man.
All right. Well, I mean, then that one was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, man, that was good. It was an hour. I like it when they just fucking stop in the middle too. That's cool. There's people with one more. Plus, we have this little tidbit 20-second video at the end.